side, get a couple folks ready for the mandolin tip jar as it makes its way around the room.
I want to get me one of them big Toblerones. Just Toblerones that could fucking kill somebody on a plane. They don't let you on with a gun, but they let you on with a fucking Toblerone this big and just take somebody out.
What a way to go.
And some of them got almonds, those can hurt, man. The almond shit can hurt, man. Well, I got her some Caberets. I got myself some Lucky Strikes. Yeah, tonight I'm hanging on some hoes. Tonight I'm drinking my beer with mom. Drinking beers with mom. What? Drinking beers with mom. Yeah, drinking beers with mom. It's alright. Alright. We're gonna roll a tube on the coffee table. We're gonna eat my food and watch your cable. Yeah, maybe then she'll rinse some fix. She goes out to get another six. What happens to my pick? Drinking beers with mom, yeah. Drinking beers with mom, drinking beers with mom. Everything's alright. This is a new song. Super overdrive pedal, people. That's all you need, super overdrive pedal. That's all I need is a super overdrive pedal and this lamp. That's all I need is super overdrive on this lamp, and I'll leave it. And this coffee mug. That's all I need. I got me some new effects pedals while I was gone. I got the Truth Distortion pedal. That was pretty cool. Makes the audience think you have talent. I got me a paralytic equalizer. Shoots darts at the other guitarists in the room, numbs them out so they can't play as good as you know? I got me a decomposer pedal. Turns any song I write into a John Cage piece. Spark a bone, put on the Stones. There's a knock at the door and it's my friend Joan. Johnny's a poor, she's a walking time bomb. Yeah, she's eyeing me while we're drinking with mom. Drinking beer with mom. Drinking beer with mom. Drinking beer with mom. Everything's alright. Well, the sun's got on, we sent mom for brew. We turn out the lights, 1, 2, light a crew. What happened next was straight out of quarrel. Jody lost all sense in the choral. Drinking beer with mom. Drinking beer with mom. Drinking beer with mom. Everything is alright. Thank you, everybody.
we're gonna take. Oh, he's gonna do one more. Have you done baby yet? Do baby.
Is anybody else tripping right now? Oh, good.
Surprise, welcome back. We spiked your water.
Can't plan an acid trip, Don. I've tried. I failed. I thought it'd be a good idea to try to time taking acid with watching Wizard of Oz. So just as Dorothy went from the black and white world into the colorful world of Oz, the acid would come on. That was the plan. And my New York apartment would turn into Oz, you know? And the hat rack would become the Scarecrow. The tea kettle would be the Tin Man. Welcome back to Tripping World, Watch. I thought it'd be terrific. It was a great idea. I thought, this was a while ago because it was a VHS tape. And I put the VHS tape into the VCR. Then I took the acid, as one does. And the acid came on way before the house even went into the air. The acid fucking came on. And I started looking at the VCR. And then at the TV, VCR TV, I was like, how the fuck does the image get from the VCR onto the TV? Like, how does that happen with the wires? Is it electricity turning into light? What the fuck is light made out of? So I had to take the VCR apart. And, put all the pieces in size order on the floor there. Can't plan an acid trip. When I was living in San Francisco, I was living in North Beach, San Francisco. Yeah. And my friend Sander Hicks came out to visit me. He had just read On the Road, Kerouac's On the Road, as opposed to Johnny Depp's On the Road. Kerouac's On the Road. I sometimes think Johnny Depp is just like a cool meter, and he just like looks it up. What's cool? Fear and Loathing. Okay, I'll do that part. What's cool? On the Road. Okay, I'll buy the rights to that. Pirates are in. Okay. I've been going to Pilates class. They just stretch you out on a rack. You're like, argh. Somebody write that down. I just thought of that. So, I've been doing comedy and spoken word in UK. And it's good to do both, because if people don't laugh at the comedy, you just say, it's fucking spoken word. So I'm living out there in San Francisco, and Sander reads On the Road, and he decides to hitchhike across America and find America. But it was 1992. There was nothing to find. You know, Gaps and the body shops. It's not body shop. The body shops. It's not the cartel. So Sander gets to North Beach, and I decide, man, I gotta help him find the spirit of America. So I take him to North Beach in San Francisco, and that's where all the strip joints are and the jazz places, right? That's where I went to my first peep show. It was a place called the Lusty Lady Theater. Has anybody ever been to the Lusty Lady Theater?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Anybody ever worked there? All right. God bless you. And by God, I mean Loki. So, my first week in San Francisco, in North Beach, I'm reading about the Lusty Lady Theater, the peep show. And I'm reading this newspaper, the San Francisco Weekly, and there's a picture of the Lusty Lady Theater. And I'm reading about it, owned and operated by women. Feminist peep show. And I put the paper down, but the photo stays up here. Paper down photo, like acid trail, stays up here, until I realize I'm actually standing exactly across the street from the Lusty Lady Theater, and it had lined up, right? Which was a message that I should go in. This was my first peep show, and I crossed the street, and I was very New York. I just got inside my New York cool. I had my black Doc Marten boots and my trash and vaudeville black tight cotton pants, and I had my Ramones leather jacket with my Star Trek communicator badge firmly affixed to the lapel. I was so cool, man. And I walked into the Lusty Lady Theater, and this hipster dude with a wool cap and a little goatee, he looks up at me from his desk and he says, "Change?" And I thought this was like a metaphorical question he was asking me. Am I ready for this moment in my life? I was like, yeah. And so he's like, "Do you want quarters?" So I give him $5. He gives me a whole bunch of quarters. And I quickly suss out what the scene is in the peep show, is that it's this long line of closet doors. And the object is you go into the closet, you close the door behind you, and you're in a little dark closet, and you put a quarter in the slot, and a window shade goes up, and there's 5 beautiful naked girls dancing on the other side of the window. 20 seconds later, the shade starts to go down, you put another quarter in, and there's the girls. Now, I've watched a lot of Law and Orders. I've seen every Law and Order. New York, Law and Order, Disney World, I've seen it. And there's always the scene in the interrogation room with the one-way glass, you know, and the cops are watching and it's one-way glass. And so I'm actually thinking this is a one-way glass. Like, I can see the chick, she can't see me. It's very cool. I'm gawking and gawking and gawking. You might have another word for it, but I'm gawking, man. And window shade comes down, put in a quarter, window shade goes by. And the prettiest of the girls comes right up to my window, and she takes her breasts and she starts smearing them on the glass of the window. I'm like, whoa! And then she steps back and goes, "Dude, Star Trek." You can't plan an acid trip, man. So there I am out there in North Beach. You have an idea. So I take Sandra there. Sandra arrives. I said, "Sandra, we got to go to North Beach." So we go to North Beach and we're walking around. We go to City Lights bookstore, Ferlinghetti's place, and we're looking at Ginsberg books and Corso and stuff, you know. And we're like, we're the heir apparents, you know. We walk out of City Lights bookstore, and there is Jack Kerouac Alley. Does anybody know that they have an alley right there called Kerouac Alley? And I'm like, this is it, Sandra. This is where you're going to find the answer to life, is down Kerouac Alley, you know? It was like when Yoda sends Luke into the swamp to find himself. You know, "What will I find there, Master?" "Whatever you bring with you." You know that scene? Frank Oz. They should have an Ozfest, but it should be Frank Ozfest.
Whatever is your middle.
Oh, God bless you, too. That stereo laugh made my day. So, we go down Kerouac Alley, and it's a great alley, man. It's like a classic American alley. You think the gang from West Side Story is going to come down snapping their fingers, you know, "When you're a jet." They should update that story. It should become like West Bank Story.
Oh boy.
Palestinian boy loves the Jewish girl.
Wow.
Yeah. When you're a Jew all the way. From your first cigarette to telling your parents you're gay. I want to live in Jerusalem. It writes itself, people. So we go down Kerouac Alley and we cop a nice lean, you know, a good lean, leg tucked. We take out our Lucky Strike cigarettes and defiantly break the filters off the end and light them up, you know. And the sun's going down, big orange eye in the sky, melted across the fire escapes, all amber and bronze. And I'm like, this is where we're going to find the answer, Kerouac Alley. And this cab pulls up and at the other end of the alley, and it disgorges a passenger. It's the only way to put it. The guy just sort of tumbles out, gets up and brushes himself off, and he's wearing cowboy boots with spurs, and he's wearing yellow gaucho pants, and he's got a Hawaiian shirt, and he's got mirror sunglasses with a straw cap punched out from the inside. And he starts wobbling down the alley toward us, sort of like Tom Waits meets Gary Busey after being at Keith Richards' place. Wandering down the alley toward us, and I turned to Sandra and I said, "This is it, Sandra. This is the spirit of Kerouac. He's going to give us the answer." And the guy comes right up to where we're leaning against the brick wall. He turns to the brick wall and zips his fly, takes out his dick to piss. And he turns to us and says, "Boys, sometimes you just gotta let the dragon fly." I think that's as good an answer to life as you're ever gonna get, people. movie coats, acting limousines, smoking on the corner, watching red shirts and green. It took me to the movie where the poet told something to a feathered serpent. How's it as a shrink? Staying sober tonight in North Beach. The tourist on my shoulder in New York can be a fight. I am getting older, I'm trying to stay polite. It's hard to be a new man when the times will hold your heart. Every time I hit the finish line, it vanishes with a start. Staying sober tonight in North Beach. Staying sober tonight in North Beach. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Lonely, my atoms have lost their spin. It's hard to be romantic when you're paying for your sin. So send me to the sleepy car, give me a kiss goodnight. My head is filled with stars, my body's filled with light. Oh, stand sober tonight. In the arena I am wrong and rectified. I am feeling Serena, but I've been mystified by the angel who's gone. And gently by my side she said life is only given to those who have died. Stand sober tonight in North Beach. Stand sober tonight in North Beach. Kinko's coffee shop, chopping flyers for anti-hoot. Cute girl asks me, do I want to enlarge? Flashback kicks, licks my eyes like a big old reality dog. Fog robs the scene of all civil rules, fools and apes the other customers became, and I asked myself, how did I get to this place making flyers for an open mic like I care about creating yet another lame brain drain music game and the consumers became mice running around computers and paper cutters? I was on no drugs, just blindingly clear, sober insanity. The day I went insane became a week. Sleek, bleak streets with no left turns allowed cowed me onto North Beach Circus. Lust and blue mist kissed my trigger and I figured some nude dancers were in order. Borders I never crossed needed exploding, so when I slinked I blinked in the raincoat dark, heart hammering, dick chattering, in booth window sliding, and BAM! Naked, giggling women swimming on stage, me in cage, pumping quarters into slots, and oh, I'm hot and I'm gone. But I'm feeling cool like I'm finally free from the goddamn children's table. Cradle rocked, I hit Vesuvio's bar, I bum a camel from Paul Cantor, I banter with afternoon drunks, punking more quarters into jukebox rocks with Sinatra and Gilberto. Money and memory, I go up to balcony, I kick back, I smoke with blonde fire, who knows poets I know, and she's real. She's not behind some glass. Numbers swapped, I bopped out and back to Porn Palace, wishing it was the girl herself from Vesuvio's, twitching, swishing, wishing I was sex itself. The day I went insane was today. And I'm a mad, bad, sad lad, crouched inside my name and age, raging at the 90s recovery zombies who threw me a lifesaver of the wrong flavor. Behavior sanctioned in a box is too small for my psychedelic soul. And I want out. I want to be an angel and a demon both. Don't divide me, don't divide me, don't divide me. So I went to the sculptor, he forged me 2 wings, set him on my shoulders and he told me 2 things. First that I'm lucky, I'm blessed to be alive. The second was turn to the old life and wave bye 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 bye. Bye. Staying sober tonight in North Beach. Staying sober tonight in North Beach. Staying sober Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Watch everybody.